Hi, I'm John Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com. I'm very excited. Today we're taking a look at Evo Grid 3 from Spitfire Audio. Now, Evo Grid 3 is the latest of the Evo Grid series from Spitfire. The team spent about 2 years crafting and recording the selections of techno-synced evolutions performed by a small string group. Evo Grid 3 contains a kind of top quality sample sets we've come to expect from Spitfire Audio, and with a few minutes of playing the instruments, I was hooked. It's very inspirational, and I can see that it is very successful in what it set out to do, and that is to quickly create evolving textural scores for composers creating music for film, TV, and games. The library downloads as a little over 21 gigabytes. It does require the full version of Contact, and at the time of doing this video here, Evo Grid 3 sells for 179 British pounds. All in, the Evo Grid contains 37 different evolutions. Now these are loops. They're playable across the grid here, or playable as individual Contact instruments. Now with the Evo Grid, if you're not familiar with it, basically you've got two different coordinates. Across the top, you're able to see which of the evolution samples you're loading in, and then down across the left side, you're assigning those to a key range. So as you can see, as I pin in, the colors on my keyboard change to reflect the differences of what I've loaded up. Now, the only part of the instrument that I found a little bit of learning curve is that because each of the Evos, you've got 1 through 37 here, the only way that you could have an idea as to what they sound with, unless you've memorized and worked with the instrument, is to actually look in the individual evolutions folder, and you could see a description of what each of those 1 through 37 loops sound like. Now with the Evo Grid engine, I've got the performance with the mod wheel. With this particular Contact instrument will let you adjust both the dynamics and your microphone with just the mod wheel here. You can have another controller, of course, for your expression. And what you've got here is the ability to randomly load in different evolutions across the matrix. So for instance, I can reload in any, and now I've got quite a colorful keyboard. I also have the ability to randomly load in with just the tense samples. Those are the ones in blue. Across the grid, you can randomly load in the scary, only visible, and in columns. So this is a quick way to get some inspiration to find a new set of samples loaded into the grid. In addition to your main performance instruments here, Spitfire has created a set of curated presets. So now I'm going to go ahead and play through here a handful of the individual instruments so we can get a little bit of a better idea of what everything sounds like. Be sure to check the link in the description below. That'll take you to the Sample Library Review Evo Grid 3 review page. We'll have a full written review, as well as all the demos or any videos we can find on the instrument. checking out the video. We'd love your support. Head over to Sample Library Reviews Patreon page. This is a place for both users and developers to help us continue to create videos like this for you.